Welcome. Today's topic is laser companies. What to avoid when dealing with laser companies. Once I decided to open the med spa, the next thing really is research. So up in my research, I came up across Aesthetic Spa International show. I knew at some point I wanted to offer hair removal, and I knew the laser that I wanted was Nd:YAG 1064. And for those of you who don't know, the Nd:YAG 1064 is the machine that is safer to use for hair removal on melanated skin. So that's all I knew about lasers. Anyway, so we attended the show. It was fun. We came across a few different laser companies. So we met a couple of guys who they were well versed in lasers, of course. They didn't have the machine that I wanted on hand to show me. They said they did have the machine and they made an appointment to come to my home and so we can discuss it more. They came with paperwork. They didn't come with the machine or anything, but they came with information. This is how it works and things like that. And we were getting ready to go on vacation in 3 days when they came over. So they told us that they were having a show, but it was going to take place while we were on vacation. So because of that, they say usually at these shows, they normally give them those machines for about 30 to 40% less. Now, these machines are medical grade machines and they are expensive. They cost a small fortune. What they're asking for these machines, you can literally buy a condo. That's to give you an idea of how much that they're asking for these machines. And since we weren't going to be there at the show, they can pre-offer it to us at the 30-40% off and secure the machine that we were interested in. So we thought, oh, okay, well, what do we have to do? They said, oh, well, you just have the bill of sale right here. You just sign it, you give down a deposit, and well, no big deal. It wasn't anything alarming that I saw. So we signed the bill. After we signed the bill of sale, I got an email from a different department, which is the leasing department. They sent me a contract that's about 8 to 10 pages. When I looked at the first couple of lines and I said, I'm not agreeing to that. Basically, it says that you're signing, you received the machine is in good condition, there's nothing broken and things like that. And I said, well, I don't have a machine, so I'm not signing that. And so after I said that, oh my gosh, they just started calling us 24/7. I need to take my time to really go over it. Right now I'm setting up to go on vacation. I don't have the time. And if there's something I do not understand, I want to have my lawyer look over it. They didn't like when I said that. They were just pushing, oh, if you don't think, we can't save you the machine, we can't do this, we can't do that. I said, it doesn't matter at this point. I don't want to be pressured because I'm one person. The minute you start pressuring me to do something, that's when I shut down. I will not do it. 3 weeks later, we came back from vacation. And oh my gosh, they knew the day I was coming back, but they didn't know the time. So we arrived in Toronto around 11 p.m. So these people have been calling me since morning, that whole day. I'm the one who wanted the machine. I came to the show. I agreed for you to come to my house. But if I don't want to sign a paperwork where I don't understand the language or I don't agree with what is said, you cannot be chasing me to sign a piece of paper that I don't want to sign. So the rep that I was dealing with, I guess his supervisor felt that, okay, maybe he doesn't know how to handle us. He's new to the game. Then the supervisor called me and said that he wanted to come over and discuss things and go over. Now, when they came over the first time, we had discussed 2 machines that would go well as soon as the spa opens. And I said, oh yeah, great, that's a great idea. However, I can't afford to buy 2 expensive machines. But he came to my house and then now he's claiming that the deposit that I gave for the one machine was for both machines. And I said, no. So I pulled out the paperwork that I had and I said, here, this paperwork is for one machine. So he called his office. And then when he found out it was just for one machine, you could tell he was pissed off. So then I'm sitting there and I'm looking at him like, and then I said, well, as a matter of fact, I don't like the conditions of this contract. And therefore I'm not signing the contract. And when this guy's talking about, oh, you're legally binded by the sale. And I said, what do you mean? I said, there's nothing on the paper that said that I'm legally binded when I signed the bill of sale. It was And your rep told me that I can change, if I change my mind, I'll get my refund. He goes, oh no, no refund. The mistake that I made when I initially signed the paper, when they came the first time, I didn't take a picture of it myself. But at some point, I think after I signed it, I did ask the rep to send me an email with the copy. So he did send me the copy, again, with 2 pieces of papers that I had that day. That's the copy that he sent me. So I had that in the email. But then this time when this guy's talking about, oh, it's you're legally binded, I said, okay, I want you to send me those bill of sales again. I want to see what I signed, because that is not what I signed. When they sent me the bill again, now this time it was 2 pieces of paper. This time they sent me 3 pieces of papers, okay? 3 pieces, and lo and behold, the 3rd piece that was never there, that's where it talks about no refund. This is a legally binding contract and a whole bunch of other crap. And I went ballistic. And then luckily for me, I also had a previous email from the rep who sent me the copy of the 2 pieces of papers that I initially signed. So if he didn't send me the 3 pieces, where did that 3rd one come from? I just completely lost it. And I did not want to deal with the company anymore. I said, you guys are liars. You guys are tricksters. I don't want to deal with your company anymore. So I said, I want my refund. He started calling people who were higher than him. At some point, we had about 6 people on the phone, on a phone call, trying to convince us. Plus, he was still trying to pen the 2nd machine on us. So I was getting so stressed, and I just handed the phone over to my husband. And my husband went ballistic on them and just said, you know what? We want our money back. They didn't like hearing that. So then whoever is the head, I don't know if he was the CEO, but he was way higher up. So they called him. He got on the phone and he goes, okay, calm down. We're going to remove the 2nd machine. Let's see if we can rectify the relationship and see if we can get you a better deal on the machine that you were interested in. By then, I was already pissed. I said, I don't trust you guys. I don't want to deal with you, period. Prior to that, I've been asking them, I wanted to test out the machine. The school that I attended sent us an event where we, different other laser companies. So we went to that event, and that's when I started learning about different technologies for the same type of machine, but different technologies. Plus, the guy from this new company already set up an appointment for us to go see a doctor in the city who was already using his machine. So he was on point and he wasn't pushy. And at the same time, my husband told him up front, if you're going to be pushy about it and you're just trying to make a sale and you don't care about your customers, we don't want to deal with you. He kind of scared him off, I guess, from the beginning, because dealing with these guys were not easy. I felt like I liked their technology better. They kept emailing back and forth, calling me. I said, I don't know what your machine looks like. I don't know how it works. And then you're harassing me to sign a contract. I'm not signing any contract. So then finally they arranged for me to go see one of the machines in the city at a spa they were dealing with. I don't know if it's because the relationship had already fractured. I just was not interested anymore. It's not to say their technology was bad or anything, but I liked the other company better. I liked their technology better. And so I already made up my mind that I'm not going to go with them anymore. Regardless of what, I still took the paperwork, went to my lawyers and things like that. And then my lawyer advised me not to sign any more papers. And I think the mistake they made on their part, when I gave the deposit wasn't made to them directly. It was made to a 3rd party. So when they claim that I can't get my money back, and I'm sitting there, 18 grand, that's a lot of money. I am not about to lose 18 grand to some people who just decided to deceive me. You lied to me, took my money, and then now you're bullying me into buying your machine. I had my receipt. I called them, gave them the information, and then the guy told me to go back to the laser company and give them a letter, and then you have to submit a letter to us to tell us that you cut ties and they have to agree to it. And I said to the guy, excuse me, it's my money. I wired my money to you guys. You're holding my money. It's not the laser company's money. It's not the leasing company's money. They didn't send you any money. So you cannot tell me that I have to go ask them for permission for you to give my money back to me. I said, you're holding my money and now you're telling me I need permission to get my money back? I said, it doesn't work that way. So you will be hearing from my lawyer. I called my lawyer. Unfortunately for me, he was on vacation. He took a long vacation. And this all started in May, okay? So this is now, we were in December when I stopped by the spa to check on the progression of the construction. And I decided to check my mailbox. So what do I get? A check from the company with my deposit. I was like, hallelujah. I was so happy because now I didn't have to really get the lawyer involved because he wasn't here anyway. So I was just waiting because I was not about to lose 18 grand, okay? I was deceived. I was not told that the money was not refundable and all that nonsense. And then for me to just leave the money for them, no, 18 grand is not peanuts, okay? So when I got the check, and I was so happy that I got my money back. I said, that's it, I'm done with them. January 2nd, I got a phone call from them. I didn't pick up because it's a new year. I didn't want to be upset, so I did not pick up. I just ignored. January 9th, they called again. So I picked up the phone. I was in a good mood that day, so I picked up the phone. And then he was very nice on the phone. That was my original rep. And he's like, oh, I'm just calling in to check in on how construction is going. And if you guys need anything, I'm here and da, 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 you can call me. And I said, oh, sure. I said, we're good though. We don't need anything. I have no intention on dealing with them anymore because I just feel like, I'm a small business just starting out and you're trying to basically set me up to fail. Things to look out for. Number one, make sure that you are testing the machines before you purchase anything, before you sign any paper. I learned, even though the bill of sale didn't really have anything legal that would be legally binding, when I read it, okay, don't sign anything because, like I said, they slipped in a third page that was not included with the initial bill of sale. Okay. The second thing to look out for, the minute they start getting pushy, they're calling you nonstop. And I told you what machine I was interested in. I wanted you to explain to me. I wanted you to set up something for me so I can test the machine out. Not hound me to sign paperwork when I have no idea how your damn machine works, how your damn technology works. Okay. The other thing, anything they verbally say to you, request for it in writing. Now, I knew this, but you kind of want to trust people that what they say to you, they're going to follow up on it. Because when he said to me, oh, if you change your mind later, you can get your money back. But then his manager comes and singing a different tone. So I don't know if we're not on the same page. Whatever the case was, anything now anybody says to me about purchasing anything, any piece of equipment or whatever it is, I want in writing. The other company that I'm dealing with, anything that they present to me, they'll call me, discuss it in length over the phone. Then I would send them a long email with questions. Sometimes it's 20, 30 questions. And I want each question answered because one time he tried to call me back. Oh, well, can I call you and explain to you over the phone? No. I said, can you please answer my questions? Send me back the email. That way, if I forget anything, I can have the email to refer back to. Basically, don't trust anybody. Thread carefully. You don't understand the verbiage that's on the paperwork. Guess what? Get your lawyer to look over it. Yeah, it's going to cost you, but in the long run, it's going to save you a lot more money. Save you the trouble, the headache. When you're new in the industry, they see you coming. They do. They see you coming. I may be happy-go-lucky. I may look gullible. But once you start squeezing my tail, I turn into a different person. So make sure you look out for yourselves, okay? Well, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.